Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're replacing a culvert that I put in back in January or February of this year, and it ended up failing about 2.5 months ago. About the last time we got a decent rain. We got probably like 4 or 5 inches in an hour, and that was a lot of rain all at once, and it ended up washing this culvert completely out. And when I put it in originally, I had a lot of people tell me that I did it wrong and that it was going to eventually fail. And apparently they were right, because it did. So I'm going to try to follow the suggestions from the last time I put this in. Hopefully we get it in right this time and I don't have any more problems with it. So last time I put in the culvert, I just kind of dug out the ditch, I put it in there, and then I kind of backfilled it with a bunch of road packed gravel. So one thing they said is the culvert should have been lower than the ditch. It should have kind of waterfalled or ran down into the culvert, and I'd have a less chance of it wanting to go underneath the culvert and seep around it. And then the other thing they said is I shouldn't have used gravel. Of course, that's a porous material. It's going to let water seep through it and drain through it, and that could eventually cause it to fail as well, with the water wanting to go around the culvert. So today what I've done is I've dug the ditch out deeper so that the water will drop down into the culvert, and then we're going to backfill this with clay soil. I've got a bunch of extra clay soil from where they just replaced my septic system up there, so hopefully that's enough to backfill this thing, and we're going to pack it in layers as we fill this thing up and try to pack it in around the culvert, trying to get it to seal. And this culvert's actually a different one. We've put a full-length culvert in this time. The last one was kind of a short one. It was maybe 10 feet long, and it was a little too short, to be honest with you. So this time, since it is a longer culvert, it will take a lot more dirt to backfill. So I may not end up having quite enough to finish today, but hopefully we can at least get enough on it that it's sealed and it won't wash out. So I've got the culvert installed, or at least as best as I can today, because I actually don't have enough dirt to just get all the way to the end, but I'm fairly close there on that end. And I've got it all packed down. Now this clay had so many hard clods and everything. I'm not sure how well this packed in there. So we'll just have to wait and see if this does okay or not. But you can see over here at this end of the culvert, jump down in here, you can see that it actually, here's the top of the ground and it drops down inside. So hopefully that's what they were wanting. They were wanting the water to kind of shoot off and inside the culvert. And then, you know, we just packed it as best as we could with the clay. I mean, it is full of clods, so it may have not sealed the best, but I'm hoping that this will be a lot better than what we did last time. Hopefully I'll get a little bit more dirt and I'll be able to fill this in a little bit closer to the end of that culvert. So this is the culvert I put in the first time. And what I tried to do is I actually put 2 bags of concrete mix around the middle, just at the bottom, to try to seal it, to keep it from washing out. Because I knew the gravel would probably let water seep, and this was my way to try to prevent it. And you can see that concrete's still stuck to the bottom. I'm gonna have to break that off with a sledgehammer or something so I can try to reuse this. But I mean, it obviously was not enough concrete to seal all the way around. It really probably only maybe 3 inches off the bottom that it sealed. And when we got so much rain, obviously the rain was so much higher in the ditch that it was able to seep around and wash around it and wash everything out. But that's what I tried to do and it didn't work. So hopefully packing this all in with clay this time, hopefully this is gonna fix my whole problem. I won't have to deal with this again. So this fencing back here, this is part of that pasture fencing that we just put up the other day. And between this post and that post there, we're gonna put a 10-foot gate between there. And that's gonna lead out here to the bigger part of our pasture here. And this fencing is gonna continue on. It's gonna go right over the top of this culvert and then straight that way up to the backside of the pond dam. But the reason why I put that longer culvert in there is because I want to be able to drive the outside of the fence line with like a 4-wheeler or a lawnmower and keep it mowed down. So I will come back and put more dirt, you know, on the end of that culvert so that I have at least, you know, 5 or 6 feet there to be able to drive with a 4-wheeler or something. And I think it looks like it's going to work out pretty good. So this was my second attempt to install a culvert in this location. Hopefully it doesn't fail again. Hopefully this is good. I tried packing that clay down as hard as I could with the tractor, and hopefully it's gonna be good. I may come back and try to work in maybe a little bit of pelletized lime and some grass seed, maybe a little bit of fertilizer, and try to get a little bit of grass to grow on top of there as quick as I can. But I think for today, I think I'm done. The sun is going down. It's that perfect time of the evening, and I need to go at least try to enjoy a little bit today. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Man, that is so hard to step.